champions.
What a move by Howie Roseman! Whoa!
Drop it.
What was that? He had enough time for one more play.
He had an opportunity to win that game at the end.
But the referee screwed us. The brother screwed us.
I'm upset, but
The brother screwed us.
At least they fought back and tried.
only Cowboys game.
You
The brother
literally.
screwed us. The brother screwed us. Yeah, we had opportunity for one more play.
Dallas still stinks.
One more play.
Yo, by the way, King Dingbat here. And yes, the Cowboys only had time for one more play. What a day. What a day. It was so busy and so crazy that I had no choice but to come on here and take off work and get home early to talk about this, because a lot of things are happening with the Eagles. Let's start with what happened so far for the Birds. They signed Rashad Penny, running back, Seattle. Now, I got to tell you, my thoughts on him are I think he's going to be a running back in the mix. I'm expecting the Eagles to go fairly early in the draft for a running back. I mean, top couple rounds, right? I think they'll get one. Then you had Boston Scott come back on a 1-year, $2 million deal. Great move by the Eagles. Thought it was important to get him back too. So that's great. And then, of course, James Bradberry, what was a 4-year, $38 million with up to like $44 million in bonuses and stuff, $20 million guaranteed. The James Bradberry signing is humongous for us. It's a giant signing. It's telling us the Eagles, they're trying to get back to the Super Bowl next year. And it's a good thing. I could not be more excited. Now, I have a lot of questions, and I'm going to hand this over to you guys in a minute. But I have a lot of questions about what's going to happen with Darius Slay, and does C.J. Gardner-Johnson still have a chance to come back? Because I think that's really important. Let me see here. Let me back up and start talking to people. Blake, welcome to Dingbat Nation. Blake Stapler, thank you so much, and welcome. Appreciate you. I see 500 Once Hertz D is here. Shout out to you. I love the name. Sean Fitzpatrick, Mooney Jackson's here. J-Dog, man, we got 885 people. Philly Wyatt is here. Greg MC. Oh, man, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of you guys in here. I can't even keep up. But thank you guys for all being here. Malcolm Fripp, thank you for Super Chat. Goes, the next splash is CJ GJ. Yes. CJ Gardner-Johnson, let's get him. That's what we got to do. I think that's the plan, by the way. I think that's the plan. I really think that our boy Darius Slay is going to get traded. Matter of fact, I just saw this. I wanted to read this to you guys. I don't know how to pull it up on the thing. But Todd Archer said this, right? He said, Stephon Gilmore wasn't the only veteran cornerback talked about in a trade. Sources said the Eagles made a call to the Cowboys about Darius Slay. The Eagles are shopping Darius Slay. I don't think that we go into the season with Slay and Bradberry. I think it's going to be CJ and Bradberry, you know? So it's going to be interesting. Yuri Production, thank you for Super Chat. Goes, that's my team, 500. Let's go. Let's go is right. Let's go is right. Joshua Green, what's happening? Just Chill says 500. I feel like people are overrating CJ. Yes, I like him. I want him back, but he did not grade out well at all. PFF had him 40s. He should not be paid like a top 10 safety. Sometimes I think, I don't know. I try not to buy into the PFF stuff too much because sometimes it just doesn't seem like it passes my eye test. But yeah, I'm still looking at the TV. But I think first year's a safety and his ability and his versatility to play other positions is huge for us. You know? Now, after this stream, I'm actually going to do one more video tonight, assuming there's no more news, kind of recapping everything because there's a lot going on. The Giants got better today. Giants had made a great trade with Waller. trading for Waller, I thought was a great move if he could stay healthy. And then I think the Cowboys made a good move for Stephon Gilmore. I don't know what he's got left, but I think they got better too. Question with the Cowboys is, are you going to have an offense? Chris B, man, thank you for Super Chat, man. He says, Eagles called the Cowboys about Slay. Yeah, I know. What do you guys think about that, man? What do you think about it? Slay hates Dallas? I mean, the Eagles were like, we don't even care if we play them twice a year. Jeez, man. In flight, Dave for Super Chat goes, did you check Sidney Brown yet? Need him if no seat. I haven't. No, I have. I've been kind of slacking with the draft picks this week with all the news on free agency. Jackson McMullen, David Super Chat, my man, appreciate you. He says, hey, you the man, bro. Now we need to sign Chauncey Gardner-Johnson somehow and get Bobby Wagner and then draft the defensive lineman, cornerback. We make a Super Bowl trip easy. I agree. I said this before. I'm going to say this again. If C.J. Gardner-Johnson and Bradberry both come back to this team, Eagles are going back to Super Bowl. I truly believe it. I truly believe it. Westy Rock, you don't know who Rashad Penny is? Obviously, you have not watched football. Jason Rose, David Super Chat goes, was recently fixed Rosenhaus that called the boys. Was recently fixed Rosenhaus called. So it was Drew Rosenhaus, not the Eagles, you're saying. Gotcha. See, PFF, that's why, I think analytics are good, but I don't think analytics should be the whole thing. Sometimes you got to pass the eye test, and sometimes they got these grades. I'm like, I don't see it. Like, they had a couple high grades for Derek Barnett, and I'm like, there ain't no way. And I'm sorry if I'm trying to catch up to the chat here because we got over 1,100 people in here. I'm like, God, how unbelievable. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm sorry I couldn't get a video on the Bradberry thing. I had come home to do the show with Jacob Media and Cilio, and then I went back and I was like, I just got to stay out of work for the day, and I just called out the rest of the day so I could come here and go live. James, David Super Chat, he goes, there we go again. All smart moves. The Penny Saga is a bargain. 1 year, $1.35 million, $600 guaranteed. Hope somehow we keep Slay. I like this guy. Yeah, here's my thoughts on the Penny thing. Okay, because there's a lot of people are saying, well, they're acting like he's the back. He's our featured back, and he's taking Miles Sanders' role. He is going to be part of the rotation. The Eagles are going to draft a running back, and we're going to go to rookie running back. It's probably most likely going to be in the second round or something, although I still think the play is to trade up that second first-round pick and try to get what's his face? Robinson. That's what I would do. And thank you for the super chat. Oh, Kyle, thank you for the super chat. He says, double moonwalk cut. That check for CJ. That's the next shoe to drop. Put a 1 in the chat if you think we're signing CJ, and a 2 if you don't. 3 doesn't mean anything. Fandom Media, David Super Chat, he goes, Darius Slay's wife refuted that trade report. Okay. It's just what I saw. At this point, who knows? Malcolm David Super Chat goes, Philly already presented the contract to CJ GG, but he's trying to see what he's worth first. Cowboys don't need Slay now. I'll take a second for Slay. I don't think the Eagles could get a second for Slay. I'm just being honest. If you look at what the other corners are going for, I think the Eagles' best bet, figure something out with Slay and keep him. If we could keep Slay and Chauncey Gardner-Johnson and Bradberry, dude, that would be awesome. And let me tell you something. If you do keep Slay and Bradberry, I still might draft a corner at 10. I still might do it. Ow! I just hit my hand on that. I can't think. See, I'm stupid now. Brains. It's all in the pinky ring. Arthur says, we won't draft a running back. We just signed Boston. Absolutely disagree. I 100% disagree with you. We are definitely drafting a running back. And I think we're drafting him within the first three rounds. Look, Rashad Penny, if he's healthy, could be good, but you can't, there's another part to that. he doesn't stay healthy. I think you got to draft a running back. And one video, David Super Chat goes, I like Devin White. Yeah. Thank you for Super Chat. Eagles manager says, Philly, I don't really like that Bradberry signing. I was hoping for a new face at corner. But he was so good, though. I mean, he was so good all year. I thought he was our best corner. I think it's a 3-year contract. So I think it's not too long either. I thought it was pretty good. Thank you, Ryan. Trade slated Houston for a 3rd and a pick. Interesting. Yes, definitely like the stream. Let's like that stream. What do we got? 280. Let's get up. What do we got? How many people got in here anyways? 1,200 people. Holy crap. That is some Eagle stream stuff. Thank you guys. I'm trying to catch up to these. Argrave David Super Chat goes, trade Slay, sign CJ Gardner-Johnson, draft cornerback, defensive tackle, defensive end linebacker, and boom. Yeah, that's a pretty good defense. Yeah, thank you for Super Chat. Joe says, please remember to hit that like button like B-Dog did his whole Hall of Fame career. Thank you. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, man. It's our time. Philly says, hope all's well, 500. I think as long as Penny can stay healthy, we're good. Well, that's a big question, though, man. I mean, I can't trust it. I think you got to draft a running back. I still think Bijan Robinson's the play. Could you imagine if let's say you draft, a defenseman at 10, and then somehow you could get Bijan Robinson with your second first? Oh, my God. Wow, that offense will look great. And let me tell you, Rashad Penny and Bijan Robinson are pretty much the same size. So maybe the Eagles are looking to get a little bigger overall. The Umbrella Man, they were Super Chat goes, Howie Vision. Absolutely. Absolutely. Angie says, I'm here. Big money. Nice seeing you at all the Dingbats. Nice seeing you, too. I really wasn't going to stream today, but it was just too much news going on. Look at all those ones. I'm so far behind. See, yeah, everybody, we're getting CJ back. I believe it. And I'm going to catch up to this, chats. Fugly Gang, David Super Chat goes, Seahawks resigned a defensive tackle 2 years. Jalen Carter for us. I think it's possible. I think we've got a shot that Carter drops. Or the Eagles trade up for him. David Super Chat goes, Kenny G is a starting running back. I'll believe it when I see it. I'm not ready to say that. Now, here's a perfect example. Last year when we signed Zach Pascal, everybody was saying, see, that's the receiver we addressed. We're not getting another receiver. We already got our receiver. And they still went and got A.J. Brown later. I still think we're going to get another running back. I think if I had to bet money on it, I think it's probably Gibbs. Rashad Henny, David Super Chat goes, do you think we'll sign CJ? I do. I think and I'm hoping that it comes in tonight, my man. Let's hope it comes in tonight. Clark Roberts, David Super Chat goes, CJ will be back. Bradberry signals the direction. Slay might restructure now. We need a linebacker, defensive line pieces. Agreed. I think Bobby Wagner, yes, exactly. I think Bobby Wagner is the perfect guy to go out. Try to get him for 1 year. JJ Rock says 50,000 once. Yeah, soon if YouTube doesn't keep throttling me. Matt G. David Super Chat, my man goes, what do you think about Chase Brown? Got to watch more. I've got to see more of him. To give you like a fair answer. Eagles manager David Super Chat goes, Philly, should the Eagles get Byron Murphy? I don't know. I think right now my priorities are this. CJ Gardner-Johnson and then defensive top prospect at 10 in the draft. Richard Hayes, thank you for Super Chat. Do you think we're going to sign CJ? I do. I think we're going to get him. D. Hart Williams, thank you for Super Chat. He says, I love Bradberry being back. Need to keep Slay and resign CJ Gardner-Johnson, and we're back to Super Bowl. I agree. If CJ Gardner-Johnson comes back, I think we're going back to Super Bowl. I think we're the hands-on favorites. I do. I think Dallas got better today, just not offensively. Dallas still has the same problem they had last year. Greaser Bup, the original David Super Chat goes, does your gut think we get CJ? Your deep gut, my deep, visceral, fat gut. I think we get CJ Gardner-Johnson back. And I think it could happen as early as tonight. James Edwards Super Chat goes, worst scenario is Dallas trade for D-Hop. What do you think about Gilmore signing one wide receiver and they could be a threat till the playoffs come along? I think if Dallas got a wide receiver, like a legit wide receiver like D-Hop, I do. I think they do possess. I would probably put them right up there with the Niners. But I think until they address their offense and get better, I think they're going to have a problem. You know? Bale Young says, I'm ready for C.J. Gardner. Me too. C.J. Gardner and Branch. Now, if they Bobby Boucher, if they sign C.J., I don't see him getting Branch. McNabb, Fat 5, David Super Chat. He goes, you gamble? Yes, I do. I bet you 5-1 odds they don't draft the running back earlier than the pick. We're going to put our new DC on an island. All right, I will take that bet. Well, I'll bet you. What do you want to bet? Let's bet something. You're going to give me 5-1 odds? Let's just, no 5-1 odds. Just man-to-man, straight-up bet. I'll bet you, how about we bet a draft hat? I'll bet you a draft hat. Eagles hat. Eagles will draft a running back within the first 3 rounds. I truly believe it. I think that's the plan. I mean, I think that's why you got Rashad Penny. Joshua Craven, David Super Chat goes, I love to draft Nolan Smith, Kancey, and Bijan Robinson. Me too. Bijan Robinson's my ultimate dream, like, to draft him. And he's the same size as Penny. Gainwell could become a number 1 back. I don't know. Yet, to me, Takeem, it's yet to be determined. I don't know if I believe that he can or not. And I like him. I just don't know. John David Super Chat goes, I feel tingling in my pants. I trust Howie and believe CJ will be back. Let's go Dingbat Nation. The tingling in your pants is there's a hole and the wind's blowing. David Super Chat. Dallas lost to 49ers. Agreed. Penny, Mike's Oxlong. It's not that much. I forget what it is. I think it's only like 600,000 guaranteed. 3 David Super Chat goes, imagine the Eagles get Henry the same way was AJ. That would be something. I mean, I think that the Penny signing takes us out of a trade for running back. But I think within the first 3 rounds, I think they're going to take a running back. I mean, can you really trust Rashad Penny with the amount of injuries he's had? If he's a backup or if he's a rotational guy, it's not so bad. We got 1,373 people here. If you're new to the channel, hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Thank you guys for being here. We're going to pretty much stream the rest of the week. Tomorrow might be a little difficult now because I kind of flipped everything on its head today. But Thursday, Friday, and probably Saturday we'll be streaming. Let me see here. Texas boy, what's up, buddy? He says, imagine losing the Super Bowl. Yeah, imagine never getting the Super Bowl. What, like 30 years? How does I don't understand how a Cowboy fan could even joke about somebody going to a Super Bowl when you can't get back. Richard Henry, Dave for Super Chat. He goes, who are we going to have play next to Jordan Davis? Cox haven't been signed. I think that could be our first pick overall in the draft, our 10th pick. Kalijah Kancey, I keep feeling Kalijah Kancey, or somehow Jalen Carter falls to us. That would be best case scenario. You know, you give a 3rd round pick for Henry. I have to think about it because my plan with Henry would only be 1 year. You know. MMA Fire says Bradberry team friendly deal gives Eagles major leverage over Slade Jr. That's true. And we got to give a huge shout out to James Bradberry because I talk a lot about, you get guys and they come in and they're basically mercenaries. They play and they leave. He decided he wanted to be part of the franchise. He wanted to be part of the city. He went above and beyond being a mercenary. He became a Philadelphia Eagle. He became homegrown today as far as I'm concerned, Philly, it's being reported that Bradberry took less money. That's how we get CJ, in my opinion. I agree. I agree. Man, I want the CJ thing. Like, I'm dying for the CJ. If we get CJ Gardner-Johnson and we got Bradberry, oh my gosh, dude, we're one of the top 3 teams in the NFC, in the whole NFL. JD Sports Talk, David Super Chat goes, Giants are going to be up there. The ball gets Waller. Yeah, that Waller move is a great move by the Giants. They still need some outside help, I think, at wide receiver. But, I mean, you're right. It's a great move if they can stay healthy. I think the Giants got better today. I think the Eagles got better today. And I think the Cowboys, unfortunately, got better today. Yes, definitely most throttled. And JD Sports Talk, thank you for Super Chat. You know, but the problem with Dallas is I still don't think they've addressed their offense. You know, I'm catching up here. All right, we almost catch up. And every time I think I'm catching up, I fall behind. That Waller move was impressive. It was a good move. We got 1,456 people in this mother humper. Hey, Brooke, you hear that? 1,456 mother humpers in here. How about that? A lot of people in here. If you haven't hit that like, make sure you subscribe, and let's get those likes up. Let's blast those likes into next week. I want over 700 likes. The Giants got Daniel Jones, so won't be participating in a playoff either. We'll see. We have 3 running backs. Why draft their running backs makes no sense. You got 2 running backs. Let's think about it. You got 1 running back that is never healthy, right? You've got 2 running backs that are only signed to a 1-year deal. When are you going to get your running back? You need a young running back. One of them has only played in how many games over the last few years, and then Ball Scott's only signed 1 year. You need another running back. You need a running back. Jordan, man, thank you for being a member for 32 months of Dingbat Superfans, man. Shout out to you. He goes, Philly, I've been here for over 32 months. I'm so happy to see how far your channel has come. Pause. Thank you, man. I appreciate going on this ride with you. Pause. It's been crazy, man, and it gets crazier and crazier. But thank you so much for your support. It means a lot to me. Let's see here. I'm trying to get, man, this thing is going crazy. Jay Patterson, thank you for Super Chat. He goes, Bradberry wants to redeem himself, 4th and hold. That was such a weak call, though. But I mean, Bradberry, he was good last year, you know. Let's see. Philadelphia told Slay he's the number 2 this year behind Bradberry. Oh yeah, you think so? Giants and Barkley will try to run it back. They need weapons, though. They still need – Waller helps a lot. And really, we don't have any linebackers that can cover him. But they still need an outside wide receiver. Since some of the now, he goes, yo, Denzel, let me get a Dallas still stinks. There you go. If we trade Slay, what would you want back? I don't want to trade Slay because, unfortunately, I don't think you can get a 3rd-round pick for him. If Gilmore went for a 5th-round pick and he's 32 years old, and then who was the other corner that just went for a 3rd? Oh, Jalen Ramsey went for a 3rd. So I'm thinking somewhere around a 4th-round pick at best is what we can probably get. So I would prefer to just work it out with him and try to keep him, you know? I like Kancey, but at 10 I would be a little mad. I wouldn't be mad at 10. But to me, it's like with Kancey, it seems like there's no consensus on where he's going. Like I hear top 10, I hear bottom first half. I don't know where to think he's going. I think he's going to be in the top 52, but my man Mayer, wherever he is, he's got me now questioning that. James Smith says, what's next for the Eagles free agents and backup quarterback? Backup quarterback, there's talk it could be Jacoby Brissett, that Nick Sirianni likes him a lot, and he's a guy to watch. Marcus Mariota has also been talked about. I don't know if they'll afford him, but I think the next shoe that's got to drop is C.J. Gardner-Johnson, right? We've got to find out one way or the other if he's coming back to Philly. That we need to know that. You know, Joshua Stewart, a member for 14 months of Dingbat Nation, man. Shout out to you. He goes, what's up, 500? Did CJ Gardner-Johnson? He hasn't signed yet. Not yet. 500 Gilmore and Diggs pick down corners. It's good combination. I mean, I still think you get big plays on Gilmore on Diggs. So I think you could always go at him for big plays. Gilmore is older, but I think they've improved their secondary, no question. And us getting Bradberry secured and shored up our secondary. So now, if you look at the weapons on offense, the Eagles' offense is much better than Dallas's, in my opinion. I don't think they're going to get Austin Eckler now that they got Rashad Penny. I think they're going to draft a running back. That's what I think. Yeah, Diggs is very vulnerable. Twitterville says, I bet the Eagles recite Ball Scott and go with Penny, Gainwell, Scott. I don't think Howie wants to use a high draft pick on running back now. We'll see. But I don't see how you can sit there. I don't see how the Eagles could go into the season with that group and feel comfortable. Not with Rashad Penny's injury history. I mean, if he's healthy, he's good. But with his injury history, I don't know how you can trust that. I think they're going to definitely bring in a running back early. And I you know who I think they should go. I think they should draft Bijan Robinson. What's worst scenario? If we don't land CJ Gardner-Johnson, what or next step? If we don't land him, that's a great question. It would depend what other safeties are out there. Is Poyer still out there? They would have to look to replace him. The reason I think that we got a legitimate shot at getting CJ back still is because of the friendly contract that Bradberry worked. Plus, the Eagles let Marcia Epps out the door. Marcus Epps is gone. If the Eagles knew they were losing CJ Gardner-Johnson, I really believe that they sign Epps. But the fact that Epps left, I think they're going to sign him. The most likely we're not adding any more running backs. It's going to be Penny in the first and the second game. Well, I would be the backup plan. I'm telling you, I will be shocked. I would be shocked if we go into this season with those as our running backs and we do not do anything in the draft. I would be shocked. I think they're going to go. I think they're going early draft, and I wouldn't even put out in the first round. I really think they're going early running backs. And I'm gonna stand by. I'll be, hey, if I'm wrong after the draft, I will say it. But I believe they're going. I believe they're going. What you call it? Knockout says Bijan is a generational talent. If he's there, you got to take him. I agree. I think I would get my 30th pick, my second. I have 2 seconds the following year, and I would move up as high as I can get to go get Bijan Robinson. That's what I would do. I'm not saying the Eagles will do that, but that's what I would do. I don't want I don't want Woogie. I don't want Woogie. Why is Dallas always signing linebackers? Don't you know what receivers are? You guys need receivers. You need a tight end too. Bijan's going top 15. Well, if that number hits 15, I'm getting him. If it's 1-5, if he falls to 15, I'm trading up. How are we affording all this? Oh, Howie, that's what he does. He manipulates the cap. I'm sure there's been restructures. They probably got some restructures already lined up with like Lane that we haven't just not heard of. The other question is what's the fallout going to be with Slay? Is Slay going to be going somewhere? Dank says, you really think we're getting a running back in the draft? Well, yeah, of course I do. Of course. Dank, why would you think that a guy that played, 5 games over, 2 years, that has tons of injuries, why would you think the Eagles are going to trust him? I mean, that sounds like quite a giant downgrade from Miles. And I know that he's good when he plays, but he's always hurt. And he's only signed 1 year. Boston Scott's only 1 year. Yeah, of course. I think they're set up for a running back early. I think you're going to get a rookie running back, and I think you're going to see that rookie running back probably be the main guy. I think we got a shot at Bijan Robinson, but I don't like to say that, but I'm just saying it now. That's part of calculating the calculation. That's right. How long are you going to give to sign Jalen to an extension? I mean, you got to give him time. A contract like that takes a while. I'm thinking by draft they're going to have it worked out. Josh, you said 54 mil dead cap this year. Next year will be a lot better. Yeah, next year's a lot better. Steven says, why not trade our first round pick at 10, get 2 of them back, and draft a safety, cornerback, and Slay go? I mean, it's something you could do. But to me, my opinion on 10 is this. You're losing guys. Well, now that you kept Bradberry, but you're still losing blue chip players. You're losing foundational pieces like high talented, top level talented guys. I think you stay at 10 because you're going to have 4 quarterbacks go within the top 10, and you're going to have a top 10 talent drop to you. I think you stay there with 10. And if you want to trade back, I would trade back with 30. Although I prefer to go up, Wagner goes to Dallas is for the money. Nobody 2023 wants to be a Cowboy. Exactly. Didn't they just sign Van Der Esch again? Josh is a fight. We can. If we want him, we can get him. I truly believe that. Yeah, I truly believe that. Nelson, he stinks. Gonna make Patriot fans drink. Thank you very much. Penny injury prone. Well, the guys played what? He had a torn ACL in 2021, something like that. Then he broke his leg last year. He's played I think 5 games in 2 years. I mean, he's talented. He can't stay healthy. So I think that he's a piece to bring in. What I wonder about him is if they're changing the kind of running backs they want. If Nick Sirianni wants different kind of running back, like a bigger running back. He's 5'11", 220. Bijan Robinson, 6 foot, 220. You see what I'm saying? Are they looking for bigger backs now? Even Trey Sermon was bigger than the other guys. So I think we're not done at the running back position. I do think it'll be in the draft. I do think it'll be within the first 3 rounds. And if I'm wrong, you guys all could tell me I'm wrong. But I really feel strongly about that. Colts just released Matt Ryan. Yeah, we could bring him in as a backup. But he's shot, though. He's shot, Steven, thank you for Super Chat. He goes, Philly, Mike, we need Darrell, Washington, tight end, with our 31st pick, and move up and get right guard out of Florida. Osiris Torrance around 2025 pick. Replace them. So you want to get another, and thank you for Super Chat. You want to get another tight end, huh? I know everybody's talking about Washington, but I don't know if I could do that. Let's see here. This is around the time we drafted Goddard behind Ertz. The Eagles could go tight in a second with Washington. That would surprise me. That would be, to me, that's more surprising than a running back. Carlos David Superchat goes, thoughts, sign CJ Gardner-Johnson, Levante David, draft Will Anderson if we could get him, or Carter at 10. If they don't like what they see at 31, trade back a second round, draft Gibbs from Bama. I mean, those are all things. I just don't see how. I don't see how Will Anderson is. He's going to be the first non-quarterback taken off the board. Carter, there's a slight shot he could fall. Why do we need 4 backs? We didn't play Scott enough. Well, listen, they'll probably carry 6-7 backs going into training camp. Into preseason, they're going to have 6-7 backs. No, I don't know that all those guys are going to make it. They're not all going to make it. I could see Sermon not making it, and then you have to really wonder about about Penny. Can he stay healthy? I think that's fair, Dan says we better run the ball more with our running backs if we draft a running back earlier, or else I think it's a waste. Yeah, I think so too. I think you should. And another reason why I think you need to do that, and that could be the plan, is because if you got a lot of young guys on defense and you got holes that you haven't been able to fill, Pauls on defense, then what's a better way to help protect them than run the ball on offense? I mean, it just makes sense. Oh, Jordan Gordon, thank you for Super Chat, man. Shout out to you. He says, trade the 10th pick, 62nd pick, our 2024 second-round pick, 2025 fourth-round pick, and Derek Barnett for the Cardinals' 3rd pick, then trade the 3rd pick back to the no-names for the 16th, 47th pick, 97th pick, 2024. It's holy crap. Chase Young. And Chase Young, man, I love how you threw Chase Young in there at the end. Whoa. That's some Howie vision right there, man. If they could pull that off, do it. Do it, But I swear, if I got to that third pick, man, I want I'm taking Will Anderson Jr. You know, I would take him. Let's see. How about a tight end who's willing to run the ball for short yards? What do you mean? Well, you want a tight end to run it? Jay Ajayi was good. I mean, I like Jai, you know. Philly, that tight end's like having another tackle out there blocking, but that dude can catch 6'7", 2. That is beastly, man. Yeah, maybe. Listen, when you put it in those terms, yeah, I see where you're coming from. Hey, listen, my philosophy on like drafting the first round, if it's the best player available and it's the most talented player, I'm okay taking it, even if it's not a need. I think I know a lot of people like Penny, but I just don't know that he's going to stay healthy. That's why I think we're still going to get another run back. I think he's going to be a great guy to rotate. Like if you're not using him all the time and you're rotating him in, I think it's a great combination. Imagine if you have like Penny and Gibbs and Gainwell and Scott, or Penny and Bijan Robinson and Gainwell and Scott. That even sounds better, doesn't it? Carol, what's going on? How's the little one doing? I hope your son's feeling better. Nate Gary, I don't want nothing to do with that guy. Teddy Cancun Cruz says, 500, I put a Dallas Cowboys sticker on my broken vacuum, and now it sucks again. I like that. That's pretty good. What do you mean, welcome home, Gary? Mike says, so hyped, we got him back, so we are still in contention this year. Just means we are going to D-line at 10 and running back at 3. That's what I think they're doing. That's what I think they're doing, too. The Umbrella Man, David Super Chat, he goes, can we get Mulata a few carries? You know, we've been talking about getting Jordan Mulata carries since the video of him playing rugby came out. They have never done it yet. I would love to see it. Blue Toxo says, how would you feel about taking a wide receiver like Josh Downs at 30? Sounds crazy, but replacing Quez with someone with crazy talent would make this offense number one. I don't mind it because of what you just said. Because if you can make your offense even better next year, even better, and score more points, and help that defense while they're rebuilding over the course of a few years, yeah, I would be open to it. You know, if CJ Gardner-Johnson comes back, then I think, man, if we get him back, then I'll be as happy as anybody for this all season. Kara says 500. He's fine. He told people in school that he got in a fight with people and they shot him with lasers. That's hysterical. That's something I would tell people. I used to tell my kids I was going to be on American Idol. You know, I would say I'm going to be on American Idol. I'm going to the tryouts and I'm going to be on TV and you're going to be able to see me. And then I would sing in front of them and it would be like really bad singing because I can't sing. And they would get so embarrassed, but they were like too nice to try to hurt my feelings. And I'd be telling them, I'm going on. Don't I sound good? Everybody's going to love me worldwide. And they would be all worried. And then they would tell my wife to please don't let Dad go on American Idol. It was awesome. What are you doing, Kat? Don't do that. P.A. Blockatarian the first would be a terrible pick. The combine showed that he had straight line speed, but zero explosiveness. Well, where is he supposed to go, humble Philly fan? Where is he projected? He said, breaking news, Adam Thielen meets the Panthers tomorrow for a possible deal. If he's meeting them, then he's signing with them. The question is, where is C.J. Gardner-Johnson? Fan of the Batman. Thank you for Super Chat. He goes, when will they sign Hurts? Thought it would be done already. I think it's going to take a while. I think before the draft and once the, couple waves of free agency go by. Now, remember, here's the thing with the Hurts contract. Everybody's waiting for bracing, but I don't think it'll be structured in a way that it'll affect the Eagles this year, not their cap. It'll be an extension, so it won't kick in until next year. So I don't think that we have to worry about it coming back and haunting us this year or anything like that. It'll be made and structured for as an extension, meaning after next year it kicks in. And thank you for the super chat. I want to see Mulata at defensive tackle next to Jordan Davis. Me too. That would be interesting. Let's see. Yes, Stephon Gilmore to the Cowboys. We don't shake. No shaking. Triggers, if we get running back in this draft, get Kendra Miller in the 3rd round. He's 220, patient but decisive when he sees daylight. I could see it. I definitely think that the Eagles coaching staff are definitely changing the type of running backs that we get. Because if you can see, the 2 guys that they've brought in were Sermon and then now Penny. They're both bigger backs. I think they want bigger backs. Bradberry is not any good. What do you mean Bradberry's not? Are you wearing a Giants jersey? Is that a Giants jersey? You know he's good. It's not my fault you guys gave him away for nothing. Steven Davis Super Chat goes, what would Philly fans do if we picked TCU Quentin Johnston at 10? I don't know. Brent Davis, Bradberry back on speeches. Me too. And shout out to Bradberry because he made that choice. He could have gotten more money elsewhere. He chose not to be a mercenary. He chose to be part of this organization. He chose to be an Eagle. So I got respect for him. You know? The Eagles won't even make the playoffs. You don't even believe that. Listen, we already got 2 wins. We got 2 wins locked in already with the Giants. You know that's 2 wins. The Umbrella Man, David Super J goes, the wreath looking dated when the flag going up. I got it right here. Flag's right here, Umbrella Man. I don't have a, I went to go hang it up and I couldn't find my whatchamacallit. Damn it, what the hell is it called? My stud finder. Although I am a stud, but I couldn't find my stud finder. So I just ordered one. It just came. I haven't even taken it out of the box yet, but as soon as I get that stud finder, I'll hang it because it's a little heavy, so I got to make sure it goes into a stud. Pause. Michael, man, we're replacing Edwards with Dean. Now we replace Kazar White with Nate Gary. No, Nate Gary, no. I think they should go after Wagner. Joe, thank you for your chat. He says, paying Jalen and having a great running back on a rookie contract is the best way to go. Look at Dallas. They are paying a quarterback and running back top dollar and can't afford much else. Exactly. Look how these running backs in the league, right? Nobody wants to pay them a second contract. Barkley, Pollard, Jacobs, nobody wants to pay them a second contract. But they don't want to lose them either. You know, so if you get a running back, let's say a Bijan Robinson, let's say you could get him with your second first-round pick, and you have him for 5 years, that's 5 years on a rookie deal. You just use the crap out of him. You don't have to give him a second contract. I'm okay with that. But 5 years under Hurts' contract, I don't have to worry about a running back. I'm down. Marcus says, what do you think about this Waller sign? I think the Waller signing was good. I thought it was good for the Giants as long as he can stay healthy. To me, it's actually very similar to the Rashad Penny signing. If Penny stays healthy, he plays good. If Waller stays healthy and plays, he's very, very good. And the Giants will have a big advantage against us, against our linebackers with him. Waller's a stud, you know. I believe CJ Gardner-Johnson's coming back. I do too. And I'm sorry if I'm missing some of these. These are coming fast and furious. We got over 1,400 people in the chat. Shout out to each and every one of you guys, man. And if you haven't hit that like button, make sure you subscribe. We're doing this just about every day. Oh, man, you guys with the running backs. Jan says 500 is acting like a Cowboy fan with run. I'm not acting like a Cowboys fan. I'm just being realistic, man. You know, when everybody in the league does one thing, right? That sometimes if you don't do what everybody else is doing, it presents opportunities for you. And now this league has become a league in which they don't like to draft running backs in the first round. They don't like to give running backs second contracts. All I'm saying is you get a guy like Bijan Robinson and you have an ability to get him. Why not take advantage of that situation? That's all I'm saying. Philly forces we're not drafting Bijan. Keep telling me that. I love it. I love when you guys say that because that's what everybody said to me last year about A.J. Brown. You know, when they signed Zach Pascal last year, people were getting mad at me for talking about wide receiver. I was like, we're not done receiver yet. People were mad at me. Now it's the same thing with the running back. I'm just gonna tell you what I think, and we'll see what happens. You have your Bijan. His name is Penny. Same thing. It's not the same thing. You really think Rashad Penny and Bijan Robinson are like the same thing? Man, you really have Penny high regards. I like Penny. I think he's a good rotational guy. I don't think he's a number one guy. I got the belt. It's under my bed in a box, protected. I think I'm going to send it back to Pizzle, to be honest with you. I was thinking about I'd probably just send it back. Mark Davis who goes first time doing super chat. Sign CJ and run it back. There you go, my friend. And thank you for super chat. And I agree with you. I totally agree with you. Jerome, he says, I think they're going to draft Stetson Bennett for the backup in round 5 or 6. Go Dogs, go Birds. Listen, if you take a quarterback 5 or 6, round 5th or 6th round, although they don't have a 5th or a 6th at this point, I'm okay with it. I don't want to take a quarterback in the 2nd round, you know. Yeah, if Penny stays, so that's the issue. If that's the great word of the whole thing. If, but you're right. If he plays and he's healthy, he's really good. He's just got to stay healthy. You know, I don't know. I don't know how much you can 100% assume he's going to stay healthy. I still think they go running back early in the draft. I think they'll draft a lot of defensive players, but I also think next year is going to be a lot of defensive players too. Aiden says, I say, watch out for the New York Jets. They're going to be dangerous for AFC. I said it here first. They could. Yeah, no question about it. It's weird to me, though. Like, history repeats itself. You guys remember when Brett Favre got traded to the Jets? And then he took over, and they were supposed to be real good, and it was a big letdown. Now they're trading for Aaron Rodgers. It's kind of crazy. Jimmy says 500. We get in the D lineman and a top corner and O-line 2nd round. We might, but I'm telling you, somewhere in there is going to be a running back. It's going to happen. I can't wait. Dumbbell man, David Suche goes. Eagles are bringing up Kenny Licker. Oh God, from the XFL. Is that who they're bringing up? Okay. Man, no news on CJ. I thought CJ was going to drop soon, man. If the Eagles draft their quarterback late, they should draft Malik Cunningham from Louisville. His playing style is similar to Hurts. The offensive line wouldn't have to change. Yeah, I like that. I like that idea. Do I think they have a chance? I don't think so anymore. Before Rashad Penny, I would have said yeah. Now I don't think so. Diggs and Gilmore is good. Yeah. I think that's a good combination. There's no question that they got better getting Gilmore. No question about it. But I think the problem with the Cowboys is not their defense, it's their offense. I still think that they don't have enough weapons to compete. You know? Not with the Eagles. Lucy, it's a good move. You all have to keep good players. Yeah, I agree. Saying Penny or anyone else stays healthy is like saying you'll pay off your credit card debt if you hit the lottery. No running backs in this year's draft. What do you mean no running backs in this year? They're going to draft a running back. I'm telling you right now, it's going to happen. But saying Penny or anyone else is not the same. Anyone else is one thing. A guy that has played what, 5 games in 2 years is something else. You know? He's got to prove that he can stay healthy. Yeah, but John, absolutely. Now I think as a rotational guy, a second guy, I think that's good. Yeah, it's great. Bradberry is 10. The 10 times the cornerback Gilmore. Gilmore isn't the same guy he was, you know. People keep ignoring offensive tackle. Well, what do you want to replace Lane? I guess people assume because you got Mulata and you got Lane, but you're right. They're going to have to address tackle at some point because Lane can only play so much, you know. So Jazz says, you're the best YouTuber fighter. Go. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate you. I think Gilmore's still good, too. Why you would? I wouldn't want to trade Slay. I don't want to trade Slay. I want to keep him, but it may not be. It may not be up to us. He wants an extension. He wants more money. The Eagles don't want to pay him. So I don't know how that's going to work out. My hope is that it works out so we have both corners next year. You know? Jabril Peppers just got signed before CJ. CJ's coming back. The longer it goes with CJ not signing, the longer it goes, I think the more likely he comes back to Philly. You know? 500 is secretly hating. I'm not hating on him. I'm not. I'm just trying to keep it honest. I'm just trying to be honest about him. I like him. When he plays, he's good. If he's healthy, he's great. But I can't rely on it. Sal's out. Thank you for Super Chat. Goes, read my last message. Where the heck is it? I'm trying to find it. Hold on. And thank you for Super Chat. I'm trying to find it. Where the heck is it? Man, I can't find it, Sal. Retype it. I can't find it. Malik Joseph, thank you for the super chat, my man. Appreciate it. He goes, I think there's a deal in place for CJ and the Eagles. I believe CJ hasn't been signed anywhere yet because he's still in talks with the Eagles about numbers. I believe he will be back. Book it. I believe so too. I think he's coming back. I read something. It was a Bengal beat writer was saying that it was really between the Eagles and the Bengals, and that if the numbers were close, he was coming back to Philly. But they had to be close, and he was giving the Eagles a chance. So we'll see. I think that probably signing Bradberry probably helps the case, right? We can't franchise Gardner because it already came. Franchise deadline already came and passed. Came and went, rather. Seals got another defensive tackle for us. Jalen Carter. Could you imagine if he drops? That would be great. Rob says trade Slay all day. I will try as long as it's not like 4 p.m. for me. Playoff games. When they have those early games, I'm never even home in time. So it just depends on the time. Man, I'm so far behind. Jason Reese, man, welcome to Dingbat Nation, man. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you, man. Gilmore's better than Brad. You wish, Steve fan. I don't think he is anymore. Maybe a few years ago. A few years ago, I'm with you. Not now, though.
Okay, I found this on the web for years ago. How old would you not now, though? Check it out.
Shut up. Shut up, Siri. I don't know why every time I do a show or I'm streaming, my Siri gets activated. Like, they are definitely spying on me. What do we need to move up to get Bajan and keep 10? I think 30, your 30th pick, your second round next year, you got 2 second rounds. I think those two things gets you up to about 20. If you throw something else in there, I think you can get. I think they could get all the way up to 15 if they really want to get them. I think they can do it if they want. CJ posted, don't say that. Don't say that, man. Don't say that. I don't want to hear that. That would suck if we lost them. Let me see. He doesn't need to be a Bengal. Why would you want to go to the Bengals over the Eagles? Let me see. Yeah, so he didn't post it. He commented. Him in a Bengals uniform. There you go. That doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean it. Somebody post him in an Eagles uniform and Kelly Green. That's what we need. Let me just say, there's no way how he's going to pick a running back after signing Scott and pick up Penny. He's taking a running back in the first 3 rounds. He's going to take a running back in the first 3 rounds. You got 2 running backs. One that's been injured for most of his career, and then you got 2 of them are in last year of contract. I definitely think he's taking a running back. We shall see. Joseph Harris, thank you for Super Chat. Goes, Devin Allen, the return game. Kennedy Brooks to back up Penny. Draft Hyatt for slot receiver, and we are set. Go Birds. I would love to see Devin Allen get a chance in special teams. I don't know why they never gave him a chance, to be honest. You know? Yeah, he retweeted, but it's no big deal. It's a retweet. We'll see what happens with CJ. Patriots 66 says Philadelphia Eagles will compete no matter what. It's a good time to be an Eagle fan. We have a franchise quarterback, great wide receivers, defense is small concern. They will address that. Yes. All he did was retweet somebody pic showing him in a Bengals uniform. He didn't say anything. I'm not reading into it. You know, I'm not. Sean, thank you for Super Chat. He goes, do you really think Miles Sanders is gone? And how big is losing Kazir White and Hargrave? Well, you know, right after they signed Penny, Miles posted his farewell to Eagle fans. So I think Miles is gone. I unfortunately, he's gone. And I would, if you said you want Penny or Miles, I would prefer Miles. So yeah, I think so. I think it would be I think if the Eagles don't get another running back and they win with what they have, I don't think it's good enough. Andrew Smith, thank you for Super Chat. He goes, I feel we are at our best when we draft exclusively from the SEC. Me too. Like, stay in the SEC is smart. I'm totally with you on that, man. Totally with you. Bengals are a good team. I like them team coming out. I go Eagles versus Bengals, Jalen Hurts versus Joe Burrow, Super Bowl. That'd be nice, but I want to go see CJ back. Man says, hey, Phil, is there a chance we get CJ? Yeah, still a chance. Nothing has been announced saying he's signed anywhere. So I'm not worried about it yet. Sal's up there for Super Chat. He goes, personally think Lane needs to be rooting in and out with someone. I like the dude, but unfortunately, he's kind of injured prone, in my opinion. Barry is very underrated. I think he'll have a chip on his shoulder. Yeah, and thank you for Super Chat. No, I hear what you're saying. And thank you for Super Chat. But you think a chip on his shoulder? I like it. I like any guy who has a chip on his shoulder. Penny running back 158. I do not hate Penny at all. I'm just keeping it real, man. I got to keep it real. He's hurt a lot. He's healthy when he plays. He's good, but he's hurt. And I just think that he's one guy in the mix, and they're going to bring in another running back. Dalvin Cook is too expensive. He's like, I think his cap hits like $15 million. Yeah, it's 50-50 with CJ. Don't get the Penny. I think the Penny signing is a good signing if you're trying to add depth and a guy to your rotation. But I do think it's in conjunction with the idea that we're going to take a quarter or a running back in the draft. 500 Eagles got 3 running backs. Philly 500 Penny Gainwell Scott. We signed Scott to 1-year deal. 1-year deal. Remember, teams go into preseason and training camp with like 6-7 running backs. It's no big deal. Safety will be easier to replace than finding shit. It always is, yeah. About Eric Kendricks. I mean, maybe he would want to come play where his brother used to, I guess. but we'll see. In fairness, anyone can get hurt. Sanders spent most of his first 3 years injured. Remember, he was a handy boy. I get that, but I mean, you still have to be somewhat cautious or reluctant if a guy's hurt most of his career and say, "Hey, we're going to sign him, and we think he's good enough." Like, there's got to be something that they say, "All right, listen, we like him when he plays healthy, but we still might need to get somebody." Eric Kendricks was signed hours ago. Oh, he signed by the Chargers. Oh, okay. I totally missed that. Yeah, I'm hoping we get C.J. Gardner-Johnson back too. Please get C.J. Gardner-Johnson back. Please. You know? I want C.J. back. When was the last time the Eagles landed a great secondary player? C.J.'s most signing. They just landed Bradberry. I don't regret anything we gave up for players for season. We got the Super Bowl. I know. I don't either. No, I don't either. Sign Hurts and Gardner-Johnson. Well, Hurts will get done. I'm not worried about Hurts. You know, it's CJ that is the one. Like, if we could just get this CJ signed, if CJ Gardner-Johnson signs, it's on, man. It is on. Yeah, CJ is going to relax. That's going to be the big one. We get him, and then you're telling me we got him and Bradberry back, and then we still, for the time being, it looks like we got Slay too. We're back, man. We're back. Kelly Green looks good on you. Yeah, Kelly Green's, that's my color, you know? Other fans in here only because they don't believe their team is going to do absolutely nothing. So they want to hate on a team that will. Yeah, they're worried. I mean, I think, listen, I said it. I thought the Giants got better today with Waller. I thought the Cowboys got better with Gilmore. They're going to get better. Both those teams got better. But getting Bradberry back was a big surprise. To me, that kind of changed everything. And I think it's a big, big deal. You know, I don't think that signing Bradberry or signing Rashad Penny, I don't think any of those things hinder drafting those positions early, though. I was saying last night Eagles drafted a great secondary. Drafted a great secondary. Probably like Lito, right? And Sheldon and those guys. Joe says, Hurts signing doesn't have to happen immediately. Eagles have much more important things to do. Jalen is not going anywhere. Exactly. And his extension will be that, an extension. It means it won't even kick in till next year. Just got my 1990 Reggie white throw. Well, is it a green one or white? I want to get a white one. Cue ball the Birds says, Philly, I think CJ's waiting for Howie. Can't act like other teams ain't offered him a bag yet. The longer it goes, the better. I mean, I really think so. They're showing the Eagles free agents right now. Fletcher, CJ, Robert Quinn. Forget, I can't remember that he plays for us. And Miles Sanders. CJ's coming back, baby. We got to get him back. Yes, Bengal fan posted CJ3. He'll be back in Philly when it's all said and done. Agreed. It wasn't him that posted that. It was him responding to a picture of him, which is totally fine. I've seen a lot of guys do that. I remember Yannick Ngakwe. Remember every day he was posting like Eagle stuff, and all different teams. You just can't worry about it. Yeah, chill. I'm feeling pretty good about the moves too. Man, yeah. Hey, yeah. Are you like Rashad Penny? Is this really Rashad Penny I'm talking to? Cole's Cowboy, where you been? So Slade, I didn't say he was swashed up. You must not be telling me. Gilmore older than Jerry Jones. Yeah, Gilmore's pretty old. I can see us drafting a top running back in the draft because I believe Howie's probably a little worried about Penny's health. Gives a run. I agree, Super Tony. I totally agree with you. And listen, and if I'm wrong, I will be the first to admit it. If we don't draft a running back in the first 3 rounds, I will definitely say something. Be like, I was wrong. If you lose CJ Gardner-Johnson, do you feel it was a bad move to give a 5th for a 1-year rental? No, I don't, because I think the Eagles, when they traded for him, I really think they were going to keep him long term. I don't think they expected him to have such a great year where he was getting top safety money. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think he's all right. I think you have to make that move. What's up, Witch King? We got 1,300 people still in the chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. One thing, I see a couple requests, so I'm going to do this right now for you guys. But never forget, Cowboys are the choke team. They're the ones that choke. Fan of Batman says, any news on Sanders? I've heard nothing. He might have settled for less. He basically tweeted something like saying goodbye to Philly, something to that effect. But that's really about it, Yeah, Bradberry is back. Was there any news on Hassan Reddick? My Twitter was going off when Reddick news. When Reddick signed, it went crazy, but there was nothing really leading up to it. There's a couple of us. There was a couple people that me and maybe a couple other people thought that he was had a chance to come, but no, it was a surprise. Arturo says, Philly 500, how are you, a man from Dallas, Texas, Cowboy Nation? What's going on? How are you? I'm doing good. Fly says, sadly, I think we're going to draft the O-lineman at 10. Listen, if they draft the offensive lineman at 10, that's not necessarily a bad move because Lane Johnson's getting older. You need somebody to replace him. I have no issue with that. If that lineman is better than everybody on the board, on their draft board, and you take him, I have no problem with that at all. It's never the flashy pick, 500, why do you like old ass corners? We should have drafted a corner 10, shake him on how he doesn't seem. No, Rodney, just because, I said this earlier, just because you signed Bradberry doesn't mean you can't draft a corner. You might not even have Slay next year. They may trade Slay, so you may have to draft a corner anyways. Why not draft a corner anyways? I don't see why signing Bradberry has to interfere with you drafting a corner if that's the best player on the board. Just like I don't see Penny interfering with you drafting a running back. It's possible they could have other signings tonight, yeah. Or it'll roll into tomorrow, Bradberry's 29 years old? So he signed a 3-year deal. So he's fine. No, he's fine. I have no problem with drafting of Andre Dillard at 10. That was nice. That was like 21. He didn't go at 10. Dillard it was 21, I think. Stop at Lane said, it doesn't matter. You still could get a guy. Listen, if there's a guy that they think is right, why not let him learn and sit behind Lane? You never can have too many offensive linemen. Just be true to your draft board. Take the best player available. You'll be fine. Let me see here. I don't know what's the story with Peters. Franco says 500. We're going to sign CJ Gardner-Johnson. Believe me, that's what we're waiting for, my man. That is what we are waiting on. No doubt about it. Okay, so we have a request here. Here's a little request for you. Here you go.
We had one.
Yo, you gotta be motherfucking
You
kidding
gotta
me.
be kidding me. We have no time for one more play.
Look at this motherfucker
What are you doing?
running from
What are you doing?
To get off the field on 3rd down.
What was that bullshit?
That is not right.
Tell him more. He's got to be better, man. He wasn't.
Oh, that's some bullshit. What was that? We had enough time for one more play.
He had an opportunity to win that game at the end.
But the referee screwed us.
This is just
The brother screwed us.
I'm upset, but
The brother screwed
it
us.
is, man.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys games.
You
The
literally.
brother screwed us. The brother screwed us.
It's going to end the way.
We had opportunity for one more.
There you go. I'm getting texts asking for it. It's so funny. Gilmore's washed up. Jerry screwed the Cowboy. What do the Cowboy fans think about Gilmore? Do Cowboy fans, are you guys thinking great move, or do you think that he's too old? I'm sure there's going to be mixed opinions about it, right? Yo says White rerun 500 just because Howie the little man make it move. He's like Napoleon with his Napoleon hat on, you know. Cowboys want Slay. I can't believe the Eagles called. They said the Eagles called the Cowboys over Slay. Yes, it will live in infamy. Absolutely. Josh says, I don't think CJ Gardner-Johnson's coming back now. Why? Did you hear anything? Let me see if there's any updates. I'm looking. Nah. Here, somebody posted CJ Gardner-Johnson in a Bengals uniform, and he commented, it don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing. He's coming back. I got to believe he's coming back. The Eagles didn't call is already debunked. Who debunked it? Don't nobody want Mr. 3rd and 30? I don't know. I don't know if Slay's going to go or not. That's a whole nother subject, you know. Yo, 500. What do you think about trading Slay to the Jags for middle linebacker Chad Muma in a 3rd or 4th draft corner? Yeah, I like it, but I don't think they would do it. Although I honestly don't want to trade Slay. I want to keep him and Bradberry. I want to get CJ back, and I want to keep Slay, and I want to keep Bradberry. Man, let that secondary go to work next year. They're only going to be better. And, and then we can focus on fixing that defensive line and what we lost with Hargrave in the draft and maybe get some linebackers. I don't want to lose Slay, but if we're going to, get as much as you can for him. I think we should try to keep Slay if possible and trade up. That would be awesome. If you could get Jalen Carter, that would totally be a perfect replacement for Hargrave. I agree. Philly D said, if Slay is back, CJ is definitely gone. Too much money in the secondary. Well, if you get Slay to restructure, we'll see. Well, no, I think if CJ comes back, though, I think it's going to be hard to keep all three of them. So that'll be a telltale sign. I think if CJ does not come back to Philly, I think Slay is staying. Yes, GG Meta, absolutely. Keep him. Let's do it. They're not spending $30 million a year on 2 30-year-old corners with the cap situation we're in. The Bradberry signing is a hint that we're not keeping Slate or CJ. Well, then what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to redo his contract and then trade him. But what can you get for Slay? If Jalen Ramsey went for a 3rd and Stephon Gilmore went for a 5th, I think Slay's somewhere right in between them, right? So you're talking what, maybe a 4th rounder for Slay? Are you okay trading Darius Slay for a 4th round pick? I kind of don't want to do that, I wish we could get Will Anderson. I wish. Philly, play the video of Joey and your reaction to AJ Brown trade. Thank you. I got to see if I have that. Let me see if I have it. It may not be on this computer. I may have to look for it. Let me see. Oh, I got it here. I think this is it. Here's the AJ Brown one. Oh, this is the greatest draft. This is the greatest.
This is the best draft in so long. Holy shit!
This is the greatest night of my life.
Dallas still stinks.
Why is everybody saying A.J. Brown? Why is everybody saying A.J. Brown? You guys joking? Stop.
What happened?
Everybody's saying A.J.
Our Matt
Brown.
Corral
The
jersey.
Eagles are on the clock. What do you mean, A.J. Brown?
We talking
We
about?
got what do you mean we got A.J. Brown? Boy, if we get A.J. Brown, I'm going to go off. We traded for eight. No, we didn't.
Oh my freaking God! Oh my freaking God! Oh my freaking God!
Don't tell me. No,
bro, they did it.
Do this,
bro. I think
do
they
this.
did
I don't
it.
believe it.
Bro, I think they did it.
No,
bro,
they
I think
didn't.
they did it. Yo, Howie Roseman just did something.
No.
Oh my God, bro! I think he did it. Yo, he did it. They just did it.
They traded the pick to the Titans. They didn't get A.J. Brown. What are these people talking about?
No, they
They traded the pick.
They
just traded pick.
No. Yeah, dude.
Shit.
I think Howie just pulled it off.
Confirmation of this shit.
I think Howie just pulled it off. I can
get confirmation, Joey.
All right, so Adam Schefter said blockbuster trade. Titans are planning to trade wide receiver A.J. Brown to the Eagles. Sources tell ESPN. We get a weapon. We get a weapon.
You want A.J. Brown. We got A.J. Brown. We're badass.
Woo! Howie Roseman.
That is amazing.
Howie Roseman.
Yeah. All those videos I hate. Eagles will never do it. Eat shit! Yeah!
Holy crap!
Eagles trade picks 15, 124, was it the Houston for A.J. Brown? Yeah, baby! That's what I'm talking about! We got us so holy shit!
Holy crap!
Holy shit! We are going That was the A.J. Brown draft reaction. We'll be streaming live again doing those reactions. We'll have our Matt Corral jerseys. Philly Cali Mom, thank you so much for Super Chat. Appreciate you so much. Thank you. Appreciate that. We got 1,200 people in the chat still. If you're new to the channel, hit that like. Make sure you subscribe. We'll be doing this every day. I might not be streaming tomorrow, but we'll be doing this every day for the most part. And I will have a video, probably recap later tonight as well. Yeah, everybody told me leading up to that to stop talking about wide receiver. See, that's the same thing kind of like the running back. Like everybody was telling me after we signed Zach Pascal, there's no chance we're going to get a receiver. We got our receivers. We got receivers. We got Pascal. We still had Regular at the time. And I kept saying, no, we're going to get a receiver. We could get a receiver. And we did. So that's why I believe we're going to get a running back still. Liquid Motion says, imagine having a superstar quarterback for 8 years and never make a Super Bowl. Yeah, that's pretty brutal. What is up, kitty? Let me catch up here. Slay is gone. We will see. We will see. Slay is traded. We will see. I would trade Slay and draft a corner at 10. We drafted a defensive tackle last year. No more DTs. But the problem is you lost two. You know, the problem is you lost two defensive tackles. That's the problem, you know. Jay says no false report 5. They never called him. Okay, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt that you're right. Sterling, AJ Freeman scored Super Bowl. Stop trolling. Leave this. What did he say? Getting Bradberry back makes me think Bijan is now on my list of guys. There you go, Dank. There you go, Dank. That's what I'm saying. I should be, not only am I going bald, I'm not going bald. I was gonna say I'm like the hair club for men, but I'm like the fan club for Bijan Robinson to Philly. I am that guy. A huge loss. Yeah, Hargrave's a huge loss, Marcus. It is. It's not easy to replace. There's no doubt about it. However, the Eagles still got 3 guys that had double-digit sacks last year. Brandon Graham, Sweat, and Reddick are still on this team. And Jordan Davis is going to have to take another step. Come here. Yeah, I'm all for Bijan, too. Hey, listen, Daz, I think Rashad Penny, okay, I think the Eagles are showing they're trying to go for a little bigger physical running backs. He's 5'11", 220. Bijan Robinson's 6 foot 220. I think that's the perfect size they're looking for in terms of running backs now. Gibbs is more realistic because he's there at 30, right? You're right about that. If I had to say percentages of who I think they get, Gibbs would be my highest percentage of logically the most likely. The guy I want the most is Bijan Robinson, though. Jalen Hurts contract news. No news. Their negotiations are apparently going very good, and they don't need to get it done right now. The extension won't kick in until next year, anyways. So they'll get it done. I think they'll get it done before the draft. Yeah, I'm moving up for him too. Philly, you should show. I don't have his meltdown. It's not. I could get copyrighted for that. Who knows? Pizzle might copyright Philly 500 for that. You know, you never know. Pizzle's retired, as far as I know. Yeah, 500. Why is it so easy to date Cowboy fans? Because they love losers and don't expect rings. That's pretty good. What is it, kitty? What's up? Come here. Come on. My kitty's crying. Joshua says, if I'm Philly, I'm moving up for Bijan. I would too, man. I think that's the right move. Is CJ coming back? I think he is. But, you know, we will see. We will see. So I'm going to do about another couple minutes, and then I'm going to head off here, make my recap video for the night, and then post that. But, yeah, I think... Who's texting me? But I think it was great that we got Bradberry back. Now I'm looking for CJ Gardner-Johnson back. I think Rashad Penny, as far as coming into that running back rotation, is very good. I thought Boston Scott coming back is good. I think the Eagles are on their way, man. We're playing in a conference that's weak. I thought the Giants got a little better today. I think Dallas got a little better today. But none of them can catch the Eagles. Bradberry's last year, first yards per target, first passer rating, first receptions over expected, first in coverage success rate, allowed 350 yards on 85 targets, 100 fewer than the next. Yep, I got that all in here. We're going to talk about that later. Absolutely. CJ's not coming. We'll see. We will see. I love when people talk in definitive. You know, they're definitive. He's not coming back. Dare you talk about this? How dare you say that? How dare you do this? Like, let's see what happens. I would never have thought waking up this morning that James Bradberry was going to be re-signed by the Eagles. I never would have thought that was going to happen. But it did. Anything is possible. Anything. Yeah. Jerry will screw the Cowboys. Probably. If we weren't CJ, yeah, I think you're right. See, I think the fact that CJ's still available, I think he's working out. I think he wants to come back to Philly. Let me tell you something. CJ Gardner-Johnson is beloved, will be beloved in Philly. The fans love him. He's not going to get treated like that anywhere else. Why you wouldn't want to be there for that is beyond me. I think he comes back. Gabagool, yeah. He said, we took care of the outside of the defense. Now we can build up the middle through the draft. Yeah, I think that's most likely the scenario. Yeah. Wait, what? Hold on. He gifted. Let me get this thing. I can't. It doesn't show up. Why doesn't it show up? It doesn't show up in StreamYard. I have to go out. Here we go. Wow. Army 63B bought 5 channel memberships. Man, shout out to you, man. Thank you so much for gifting those everybody that, man. It's very generous of you. Thank you. Do you know, like when you gift it, do you know who you're giving it to? Or does it go to anybody? Or do you choose? How does that work? And thank you. When will CJ news come out? Hopefully soon. Eagles on the clock. Expect later tonight, CJ, or better or worse. Yeah, it's going to be tonight. Oh, it's just random? Very cool. Thank you so much. Why don't you don't have to delete him? Don't delete him. Don't delete him. He ain't doing nothing. He's fine. He's fine. You don't have to delete him. Definitely don't time him out or anything. Yeah, he's fine. Let's see. Thoughts on Henry Eckler on the? I would have been much more open to those guys. I think since Penny signed, I don't know how likely that is. You know, I don't know how likely that is, but I think the fact that you got Rashad Penny, I don't see that. I think the running back comes in the draft. I think the next running back we see is going to be from the draft. I try not to time anybody. I don't time people out. Like I hardly ever time people. Only I time out is like those stupid, like meet our girls, and we're like, no, we don't want to meet your girls. They're nasty. You got nasty girls, and I time those people out. You know, those are the ones I time out. Hold on. There you go, Big Mix. There you go. But yeah, Mike Tyson, that's me. You're right. That's me. Howie's just warming up. How's he gonna do it? Was CJ Gardner-Johnson's question. Peter says 500. Where did you get that nice hat from, my brother? I got this hat, as I got pretty much all my hats, on the Eagles website. If you go there like early in the week, like Monday, Tuesday, they always get like new hats that are always gone by like Thursday. So you got to check early in the week. Anyways, well, let me thank each and every one of you guys for joining me. We had like over 1,500 people at one point in time. Thank you for to all the new subscribers, all the chats. Army B, thank you for gifting memberships. All the channel members, thank you so much. I'm gonna end this. We're about an hour and a half in, and I got one more video to do. I want to get that done. And then if there's anything big like CJ Gardner-Johnson come back, I'll have a video on that. As far as a live stream tomorrow, I don't know if I'm streaming tomorrow or not. I just got to play it by ear. I wasn't going to stream today, but I left work early. But I will have videos out tomorrow. Not sure live stream. I will be live streaming Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and maybe even Sunday. So look for those things. It should be a lot of fun. With that said, I'm going to let you guys go. I will have another video later tonight. I love you guys. Thank you for all the support, everything you do for me. Appreciate it. And yeah, we'll see what happens. So with that said, I'm going to let you guys go. Ryan says, great stream, Philly. Thank you so much. Take care, all of you guys. Don't be a dingbat. And let's let Cowboy fans take us out. Peace.
Time for one more play.
The officials are bad.
We had one more.
Yo, you gotta be motherfucking
You
kidding
got to
me.
be kidding me. We have no time for one more play.
Look at this motherfucker
What are you doing?
running from
What
a.
are you doing?
To get off the field on third down.
What was that bullshit?
That is not right.
Kellen Moore, he's got to be better, man. He wasn't.
Oh, that's some bullshit. What was that? We had no time for one more
He
play.
had an opportunity to win that game at the end.
But the referee screwed us.
Away, but, you know, this is just
The brother screwed us.
You know, I'm upset, but
The brother screwed
it is what it
us.
is, man.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys games.
Yeah,
end that way.
you
The brother
literally.
screwed us. The brother screwed us.
It's going to end the way
We had an opportunity for one more play.
Let me say real quick, Philly Callie's mom, welcome to Dingbat Super Fans. Thank you so much for joining channel member. Appreciate you so much. Thank you. You guys all have a great, great night. And I will see you later. Peace. Take care.